All right, so Jimmy, you don't have any experience as an elected official. True that. Does not put you at a disadvantage in running a big government and getting your legislation passed. You know, it's interesting, right? I get two questions. I get this question, and then I get the, well, Hogan is so popular question. And Hogan hadn't been an elected official either. The reality is that there's a lot of, so the best training for being CEO of a state is being CEO of anything else. And I've been a CEO for most of my years since I was 26. Before that, often a lead organizer, and since then a business partner. And that really empowers you to communicate with folks, and frankly, to understand the importance of having tough conversations in a way that unites people and moves them forward. You do that in business all the time. You do it in organizing all the time. In my experience as head of the NAACP, and in my experience running trade associations and for small businesses, and now a partnership that invests in them, helps. I think has helped prepare me for executive office, and it's different than, say, legislative office. At the same time, what you do when you lead movements is actually get legislation passed. There are a lot of great ideas that, frankly, our delegates and senators submit every year, hoping that they'll get through, and they don't. And the kind of critical push comes from a movement like that led by the NAACP, as we did when I helped organize and lead, invest in the final push to pass, to abolish the death penalty in this state. And Martin O'Malley will tell you, in fact, he said it to the Baltimore Sun, if you read why I was Marylander of the Year in 2013, it was because of our, the decisive leadership that we provided when I was head of the NAACP to pass, to abolish the death penalty here. Also that year, I co-chaired the effort to pass the DREAM Act, also considered a long shot. We got that done, and played a significant role in deploying organizers and my voice and that of Julian Bonds and others to pass marriage equality. So it's that experience of actually leading, being a CEO, and that experience of organizing and knowing how to push and pull the levers of power that will make it possible for me to be one of the most effective governors we've ever had. And let me be really clear, y'all, we're not building a campaign to make me governor. We're building a campaign to make it easier for us to govern. When I was trained as a community organizer, I was told quite clearly, we don't elect politicians to make change happen. We elect politicians to make it easier for us, for our movements, our community-based organizations, to make change happen. And so we're going to run this campaign in a way that does not just result in good result in the primary and the general. We'll run this campaign in a way that makes our movement stronger as we run, because we'll need that wind at our backs when we take back the governor's office so that we can push forward our legislation. And the field operation that we will build in this campaign, we will keep deployed throughout my tenure as governor to make sure that we stay engaged as citizens in holding all of our elected officials, including me, accountable. One of the executives that's inspired me most is the mayor of Los Angeles, who's a dear old friend. And when he was on the city council in LA, he was the only city councilman in LA, and at that point, a major city in the country that we were aware of, who was training his constituents how to organize, and knowing that that may be used against him at some point. But what Eric and I, who grew up as young organizers in college, together really understood was that when the people are empowered, politicians are more accountable, and we're at our best. And so I will work with our movement organizations ultimately to empower them when needed, to push me and hold me accountable so that I will always be at my best in serving you.